Okay, mamas, here we are. Welcome back to another episode of The Sip. I'm Ryland Adams, of course, joined by...
Elizabeth Gordon.
And my husband, Shane Dawson, has graced the show.
This is crazy to sit in your seat because I have two things. Number one, why are you always in such a bad mood? It's so comfortable. I have back support. I can rock. I can lean.
You think I'm in a bad mood?
On my podcast? Yes, but that's part of the charm.
No. Well, first of all, it's because we film your podcast at this time of the night, which is a crime. The two of us don't function. Lizzie literally got here. She pulled out her heating pad from her car and she goes, oh yeah, I forgot I deteriorate this time of night.
I'm in a great mood, but my body starts shutting down. It's crazy.
She goes, but don't worry, I'm in a good mood.
And I brought an extension cord for the heating pad.
Not all of us are night owls like you.
Wow. Number two, if I get distracted and I'm looking this way, it's because I'm watching the baby monitors because they're asleep. So
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
So today it was, Chris had a medical emergency on the day that we were supposed to film Shane's podcast. So obviously we had to postpone that, but Shane's new shoot day is falling on our podcast shoot day. And I was like, I don't know if I can film podcasts for 7 hours in one day and then turn our podcast around again. So while Chris, what?
Keep going.
Well, no, yeah.
Well, it's just funny because you're like, I don't know if I can do two podcasts. I'm like, Chris, what happened was we were like, oh, sorry, you just keep going. Chris is the one that needs a break, but yes, You need a break too, mommy. You're stressed, mama.
No, it was also for Chris because Chris would have had to join this too. So I said, Chris, for everybody's just mental health and physical health.
Chris was trying to shoot the podcast the day after he had a medical situation. He was texting me. He's like, I'll be okay. And I'm like, I think we should take a break.
Yeah.
I think you should take a few days. Yeah. Let's not, take
a nap.
Not
don't
worth
move any
it.
Bookshelves.
And that's what I thought too, is because we film our podcast earlier in the morning. Yours doesn't even start until 6:30 or 7. And I thought, I don't know if a 12-hour day is what Chris needs.
No.
Or if it's what I need either.
And we love you, Chris, and we want you to get better and be well and strong.
No, obviously, the priority is Chris, and that's why we're happy to accommodate any way we can. And
well, I was gonna send him like crumbles or something because I was like, oh, should I send him some food or something yesterday? But then I don't know if I haven't fully talked to him about everything that's happening. I just have got like the basics, but I'm like, is crumbles bad for somebody who's dealing with health problems? I feel like crumbles is worse.
I feel like crumbles will give a person health problems.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Like chicken soup, matzo ball soup.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll just give him a hug.
Yeah.
Right. So, Chris, our well wishes to you. We're going to definitely hear the full story on Shane's podcast tomorrow, which won't come out for a couple of weeks, but I'm sure you'll see him here next week as well. Everyone wish him well in the comments below. And I also, the second half of this podcast was going to be before your podcast where everyone tastes test this week's crumble menu because it does look delicious.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to tell Chris,
give him
just
the option.
Stand here and smile.
Give him the option. But it's going to be hard for him to turn down crumbles.
I was going to say happiness is very key in recovery. So if there's one thing that makes Chris happy, it's crumbles. I was actually scrolling through shit on Instagram like last night and literally like a viral clip of Chris talking about how crumbles saved his life because he wanted to know what the flavors would be the next week.
What?
So maybe do give him crumbles.
He went
That's
viral?
iconic.
I don't know if he went viral or if it's just like my For You page on Instagram.
Wow.
I don't know how those things work.
I mean, I only hesitate because I used to get Chris crumbles every single week. Chris crumble. I used to get Chris crumbles every single week to a point where like he started having heart issues because of all the cholesterol in those cookies. So not sponsored. So that's why I'm apprehensive. But maybe just one.
The minis.
That's what the minis were made for.
Yes, for Chris.
For health crisis.
For Chris Crumble.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Honestly, now that we're on our fitness journey, I don't know that we'll even feel comfortable putting that kind of poison into our body, Shane. Lizzie pulled up and she said, oh my God, you look tan. And I said, it's because of all this stepping. I'm stepping and I'm stepping. By the way, where's your Apple Watch?
Charging, because I really blew it the fuck out earlier. So it's charging right now, but don't worry, I have my phone which counts my steps. And
what are you at today?
Oh my God.
I didn't get walked today.
I thought you'd never ask.
Well, I heard that you guys went from 10,000 to one of you is now doing 20,000.
Oh.
Today, so far, it's 8 p.m., so I still have time. Louis, what are you? Okay. There we go. Today I am at 26,000.
Holy shit.
How many miles is that? It tells you how many miles. Well,
my Apple Watch
You have to
does.
have your Apple Watch.
Joe
for
did the
that.
math. It's like 2,000 is like a mile.
It's a full-time job to be walking 25,000 steps a day is what that is. My goal is, I'm happy with anything over 10,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to hit 15 every day. And so this has been, for us, we've been doing double walks. He's been on his walking treadmill. He's been revitalizing his office. Actually, my whole next vlog is about this, so I'm just giving it all away.
Something stinks.
Is it me? Sometimes I'm like,
I don't think
do I
so.
smell like a salsa bar?
No. Ooh.
Like literally, I
forgot.
stank.
There's a theme to this episode.
We're at slumber party.
It's the slumber party
Yeah.
because it's currently, I said, Lizzie, if we're filming on Sunday night, we have to wait until the kids go down. And are they still down, Shane?
Yes.
Okay, great.
So I brought this motherfucker some pajamas and I was like, this is going to be real big on you because I'm real big now. And he puts it on and he just looks great in it. And I sent a picture of you in it to Joe just now. And Joe texted me, don't worry, I'll put it on when you get home so you can feel better about yourself again.
Wow.
And if that's not love, I don't know what is.
You guys really do look like a couple.
Us too?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, be
Thank
careful.
you. Sometimes we play hetero couple in public. No, I do. He doesn't. He doesn't even know I do that. This is news to him. It's weird. I shouldn't have told you. I gotta go.
Okay, so Lizzie had a birth simulation today?
Oh, wait. I want to backtrack a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah.
So, in regards to your guys' walking treadmill, I know one other couple that has 2 boy twins, and the mother of the twins, posted on her Instagram story that she is now a working walking treadmill mom. And so this is actually a phase of parenthood for twins.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think, well, I guess you could speak a little more to how this has changed your life in 1 week, because now Shane has been doing 20,000 steps for 1 full week. 7 days he's hit more than 20,000 steps. And I will say there's been pretty big changes.
I did it because, so I was literally at 2,000 steps a day for the last 5 years.
Yes, because I've been on my stepping journey, and I kept showing him my steps and my average, and we were looking at his, and it was 2,000 to 3,000.
But here's what I'll say. I used to not have my phone in my pocket on the treadmill when I'd work out. So
Right.
Doesn't
you know,
count.
you know what I mean? So whatever. But so one day, I don't know how, but I reached 10,000 and I was like, oh my God, I'm killing it. I'm a walk star. Copyright.
Stop it.
By someone
We
else.
want to make something. We're a walk star.
It doesn't hit as good as Gassed Up Daddies, which, by the way, is fucking
Listen,
everything.
I've been singing Walkstar to the tune of Hannah Montana Rockstar, which Ryland doesn't know. So
I don't know it either.
Because I really am a walkstar. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I thought we were on the same page about I'm a walk star.
That's your
What
thing.
is yours? What is that?
What is that?
I think it's Morgan. the
No,
champ. What's
no,
his name?
This is back from when I was in high school. One of the rap songs.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm a rock star.
I don't know.
You guys know.
Anyways, so yes, so I was like, well, let me try to do a week of 10,000 and see if anything in my life changes. So I was doing that, but then one day I hit 15 and then I was like, oh my God, I should try to hit 20. And then see, it's really bad for my addictive brain.
Right.
Because now it's like gambling. It's like every day I check my steps and I'm like, oh my God, I'm not at 20, I'm not at 20. And then when I get to 20, I can finally have a good day. So I start at midnight the night before, get about 15 from midnight to 2 a.m.
He does more steps than I do in an entire day
While he's
before
sleeping.
he even
While you're
goes to
sleeping.
bed so that he wakes up.
But now that I have my little new routine, I will say my brain is working faster. I have more energy. I'm not tired all day. I feel better about myself. I don't know if I've lost weight or anything, but I feel healthier. Like my heart's not murmuring every night.
And you said you had prolonged energy throughout the day now as well.
Yeah.
You look hot. Like in the kitchen, I was going to say something and then it felt weird, but it doesn't feel weird now that cameras are rolling. But I was thinking like, wow, Shane looks really hot right now.
Wow.
Instead, she just commented on the Avril Lavigne shirt.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
It was an order of operations. Like first it was the shirt and then we were chatting and I was like, damn.
And that's what I do it for.
And that's what everyone should do it for.
No, but it is a ripple
Thank you, by the
effect.
way. I can count on my hand. No, 2 hands. The amount of times you've given me, and that's a lot. The amount of times you've given me very nice compliments, and I always remember them. They become core memories.
Oh.
So thank you. Ryland never compliments me.
Oh,
never.
please.
I can't even think of one.
It's not in his nature, but he loves fiercely.
Do I give you compliments?
I don't think so. I said it's not in your nature because I don't think I can think of one right now.
No, sometimes I'll text you when I'm editing the podcast and say, you look amazing today.
He does do that. He will be editing the podcast and say like, wow, you look great. And then he says, I look bad.
What's most annoying is when I take the cutest picture of, him holding one of the boys, and it's so cute. And like Jet or Max will look so cute. And I'm like, look. And then before he even looks at it, he just goes, oh, my hair. I'm like, look at the baby first.
Right. And usually the hair looks good. I don't think you've grasped what a good hair is.
No, he doesn't know how to do his hair. His hair always looks good, and then he fucks it up.
Yeah, it looks great right now, by the way.
And that's because I didn't do it. We were literally doing the like the nighttime routine with the babies and then shoving food in our mouth. And then you arrived and I thought, oh, here we're going to podcast. So I don't know. It's I don't know.
Still no compliment.
Oh my gosh. I compliment
Fish.
you all the time.
If it was an Apple Watch app though, he probably would do it a lot more.
Well, that's
you mean
problem.
an Apple Watch that I bought you? I surprised you with?
Well, yes.
And I still can't get a
Lizzie
compliment?
has a real big ick with Apple Watches.
I do.
I could not wear my previous Apple Watch that I stole from Shane because it was too big for my wrist. So for Father's Day on our walk journey, Shane was like, here's an early Father's Day gift.
Oh, I was like, did I miss Father's Day?
No.
No.
It's
Oh my
this
God.
upcoming Sunday for everyone watching this podcast. Get your dad something. And so Shane said, I have an early Father's Day present for you. And I said, no, you should really wait. And he goes, no, you want this now. And so now I do have this. And I will say the problem with being a step star is that
Walk
you have
star.
to have...
Step star. Lizzie, I know you hate both, but can you just say walk star is better? It's a play on words.
Walk star is the only thing that actually works.
Thank
a
you.
step star is not.
Stupid.
It's,
Step star.
It's barely alliteration.
That's like steps is star. Like that sucks.
I'm a step star. And...
It's bad.
The thing is, in being a step star, if you don't get your steps counted, then did they even happen?
No.
And so it's like if I'm holding a drink with the hand my Apple Watch is on and it's not counting my steps, it's a problem. If I forget my phone or my Apple Watch, it's a problem. But the other problem is now I have a piece of technology glued to me at all times, which is also a problem because of
Right.
the tech radiation.
And then also, I told Ryland this week that Joe found cell phone cases that'll protect us from the radiation. Turns out they're all a scam. And if it was actually working, our phones wouldn't work.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've been getting a lot of targeted ads for those, and I've almost fallen victim.
Well, I almost fell victim because Kourtney Kardashian's sitting in a chair with a radiation blanket over her tummy and like the thing on her phone. And I told Joe, I was like, we need that. Because now Joe's saying we can't even have a baby monitor.
Why?
Because he's worried about the EMF waves going. And I was like, honey, like I kind of want to be able to see him.
Yeah, pros and cons.
Yeah. And he's like, well, we could do it the old fashioned way. And we have a small house. Like if he cries, we hear it. And I was like, it's more than about hearing the cries, brother.
Yeah, it's about not hearing.
It's about not hearing the cries.
Like you're like,
Yeah.
why isn't it crying?
What is he doing?
Yes.
Is he cutting his own hair? Because we all know bangs are not a good thing. Especially self-cut bangs. Sometimes you're a little too excited. Your eyebrows are raised and then you cut them against the eyebrows. But then when you lower your eyebrows, you've cut them too high. And if I have a son who has too high of hair bangs, I don't want to claim him in public.
Lizzie's biggest ick is bad hair babies.
I pray to God daily that your baby is cute. Because I know you well enough to know that you will if and listen, every baby's cute.
Every baby is cute.
But if you're I'm not even putting it into the world. But I'm
photos a day that Lizzie sends me.
please God, let her baby be cute, because I swear to God, if the baby is not cute, like the baby will know.
You know,
the karma that I have coming is that the baby will not be cute.
Don't say that.
It's okay though, because here's the thing. I love ugly things.
oh, I will say.
And an ugly baby turns into an attractive. I don't care if they're ever attractive, to be honest. I just hope they're good people who aren't awful.
We're
Right.
taking turns on taking different babies out of the house. Today we took Jet to the grocery store, and I will say I feel like I know what it's like to be Kendall Jenner now. The amount of people that approached me just to talk to me, I know it was because I had a cute baby,
Yeah.
but it felt like I was a model. Like I was Kendall Jenner walking through a grocery store and everyone was hitting on me.
You guys did look super cute. I got a picture.
What?
I sent Lizzie a
Oh,
picture.
Yeah.
where did you get a picture? What are you talking
I was
about?
there
Oh my God. Hi.
in the cereal aisle. That was me.
Today's podcast is sponsored by Stitch Fix, who sends style so good you can feel it. You know the confidence boost you get when you put on a really amazing outfit? Well, that is what I get from Stitch Fix, because when you look good, you feel good too, and it shows. Luckily, Stitch Fix delivers on all that confidence without having to put any of the work in yourself. With Stitch Fix, my stylist helps take my wardrobe to the next level. She honestly knows what works for me, sometimes even better than I do myself. She helps me discover new things about my style. It's like my stylish BFF that does the shopping for me. I simply give her my size, style, and budget preferences. I order boxes when and how I want, no subscription required, and she sends 5 just for me pieces, plus outfit recommendations and pro styling tips. I keep what I love and send back the rest. It's so easy. My stylist will send personalized pieces and the fit is flawless. It's like she reads my mind. I don't know how she does it because I can't even do that when I go shopping myself. The best thing about Stitch Fix is if you don't love something, you just send it back. Shipping, returns, and exchanges are always free. So achieve style that makes you feel as good as you look. Get started today at stitchfix.com/sip. That's stitchfix.com/sip. stitchfix.com/sip.
No, I was in my birthing class.
Oh, okay. So you did a birth simulation. Is this the graduation?
Yes. No, it's not. It's a 12-week course.
What's after that?
Well, we're only on
else
class
is to
number
come?
5.
I know, but
We
birth
do multiple.
is the end goal.
I know, but like you got to practice and practice, make it perfect.
And so in your practice birthing
This is the
simulation,
most insane thing I've ever done, by the way. And it got me to the point where I was like, wait, am I going into preterm labor? Because I was laughing so hard that my round ligaments started cramping, and then my whole stomach started cramping like a Braxton Hicks style. And then I started feeling immense pain all around my body. I was like, oh fuck, this is a real contraction. Like it wasn't. I was just laughing so hard and like in a ridiculous position. But they had all the dads, or we're doing this thing called the Bradley method. And the Bradley method is all about the mom deeply concentrates on being like serene, and like reframing pain is like when as a contraction gets stronger or quote unquote more painful, it means you're closer to the end goal, which is your baby. And just being really chill, because apparently what controls or makes a contraction is this hormone that your body releases called oxytocin. And oxytocin is basically just like happy love vibes. And at the same time, when you're in labor, you can be full of adrenaline, and adrenaline can kind of kill oxytocin. And Pitocin actually is something that they give women to induce labor or to help move labor along if they're not producing enough oxytocin on their own. So mom's job in this scenario is to like black out the world, disassociate, as I like to call it, and just embrace like good vibes. Like,
so what's your plan? Like AirPods that have noise cancellation with Taylor Swift?
Kind of. Today was all about the dads providing horrible distractions for the moms. So that we could work on our focus game. And so each dad was supposed to bring like 3 horrible sounds, and a fan to blow in her face to bother her, open a window, have a flashlight, give her like a really bright light to flash in her face to drive her crazy. Like all of it. Like we got a laundry list of shit you were supposed to bring to just drive your bitch crazy. And so Joe,
isn't that gonna create stress?
That's why I thought I was going into labor, because I was laughing so hard because Joe's concoction of bullshit was so awful that I couldn't stop laughing. He picked literally just a soundtrack of a man screaming, just going, ah! 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 Brought an alarm clock in and just set the alarm off to just be beeping the entire time. And then also started playing the song, Stroke Me, Stroke Me.
The more you tell me about this class, the more I'm questioning the validity of
Bro,
it.
me too.
Wow. You should just have Ryland chew in your ear.
Oh my God, that should have been the sound.
You guys are both nasty.
No, I particularly hate when he's eating eggs on toast,
Oh
but other
my
things
gosh.
don't bother me as much.
Oh my, with the slurp added to the, oh my God. The crunch of the toast and then the slurp of the egg, you're right.
We have to record that for my next birthing session.
Yeah.
But the other part that was so ridiculous about it too is like the coach is telling us when our quote unquote contractions are coming. She'll be like, she's like, contraction. And Joe and I, because like we work on set, I was like, just so you know, on the day, babe, I'm going to say mark it. And that's when you're going to put the time down so that we could time the things in between. And so she would go contraction and I'd go mark it. And he's like blasting this music. And he's like, 223. Patient, a little fussy, very demanding, and like literally has a ledger where he also started writing in like how I was doing.
Wow.
It was so funny. I couldn't handle it. I was like, okay, you have to turn these sounds off because I'm literally going into labor. Like,
And Lizzie's plan right now is to go just all natural, baby.
Yeah.
She's gonna do
I
the
feel
damn
like
thing.
I'm at a weird dinner party where the goal is that we're all gonna fuck later. Like you guys are like in your pajamas and you guys are like this weird couple where the guy kind of wants a dick in his ass and the wife's like okay with it.
I'm
and then
the cuck.
you guys are like interviewing me for it and I'm just like because I'm in this weird chair
And
and,
it's
you
even
guys are on the
hornier
couch.
because she's pregnant.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is a lot.
And
And I'm
you guys-
getting really hot because of the heating pad,
know.
but I don't want to
Did I
turn
turn
it
the
off.
air on?
Yeah, turn the air on.
Yay.
Yeah. Now we're really trying to fuck him. Turn that air on.
Oh, you don't want to
Shane.
see it cold.
No.
Whew.
Shane, we did something bad this week.
What did we do? Did
Well-
I do something bad?
No.
Oh wait, when are you due again? September?
September, mid-September.
Oh,
But I think it's going to be September 9th.
really?
Yes. I have a very strong feeling about it.
Okay.
Do you keep getting 9s in your life or something?
No.
Oh.
But for the longest time, I've thought my best friend Haley's birthday is September 9th. She's my best friend, has been for, like, she's my oldest best friend. I know I have a lot of best friends, but she's my oldest best friend. She's the
Good
one who
save.
made, yeah. She made my goddaughter. She's the only one who asked me to be a godmother. So let that be a lesson to the rest of you, lesser best friends. And I hope you're watching. But I always thought her birthday was the 9th, and it's not the 9th of September. It's the 4th.
Oh, she's your longest best
Wow.
friend.
Yeah, and I don't know. I don't know any of their birthdays. I don't even know your birthday. I thought it was in June this year, but I can Google your birthday, so that's easier for me. But
Do our kids have godparents? Did we ever do that?
No, we didn't.
Oh no.
oh, I thought you did.
Yeah, we never figured that out. We need to figure that out because godparents are like fun. I haven't seen mine in 20 years, but I remember having so much fun with them.
I don't think I have godparents.
I'm sure you do. Godparents are who like they have to be like rich. The godparents are the ones that like, pay for things and take you to, American Legion, get you lunch.
In the olden days, the godparents were of the Catholic Church, the ones that lead your child through
Yes.
the religious experience. But now they are the rich, fun.
Yes.
Yeah. I can attest to that.
So who's going to be your child's godfather?
Probably you. Now that we're talking about what the requirements are.
Ooh, that would be fun. I think I'm actually a godparent.
What? How would you not remember?
No, I am.
It's pretty insulting.
Years ago, yeah, me and Lisa are godparents. I wonder if that got switched over to her husband,
It's
or
like-
if I still have my rights.
It's like dog dads. Revolving door always.
Yes. Interesting.
Should we call Lisa?
Hey, quick question.
Am I still? What's that baby's name's goddad? My dad did the same thing. My dad keeps begging to be part of the birth, and I've decided I don't want family around. And he keeps going. He's like, well, I'm somebody else's godfather, and I was there for their birth. And I was like, where are they now, Dad? And what are their names? Because if you can say the name and you can tell me where they are, I'll consider it. And he could do neither.
Wow.
And I was like, okay,
Wow.
yep. So you can't come, Dad.
I heard something turn off.
No.
You didn't just hear that? It's boop.
I mean, is your camera still rolling?
Yeah. Is yours?
It's allegedly rolling. Yeah,
Okay. Sorry.
Cool.
Sorry.
it is.
No, we need that. Sometimes we need that just to jumpstart the whole.
We made the girls mad this week, Shane.
What?
You were a part of this.
Huh?
The vlog really got people going.
Oh.
And I think we've got to do some explaining.
Well, let me explain the thought process behind this. Be mad at me. You don't have to be mad at him, be mad at me. Because when we were watching the video back, because what Ryland does is he'll show me the vlog and he'll be like, tell me what the thumbnail and title is. And I was like, okay. So I'm watching the vlog and it's us talking about a gas station. And I'm like, okay, nothing here. I love the video, but I'm
As
like,
much as we love our new concept, Gassed Up Daddies, if you haven't seen the vlog, go check it
good
out.
theme song.
There's
Really
a
good.
great
Good.
theme song.
And I was like, okay, so no, okay, fill me up. Oh no. And then when we were talking about moving and selling the house, and I was like, there it is, call it sell the house ?
Oh, it got the
Sad
girls
thumb.
mad.
Well, see, here's the thing though. I was like, at this point, you've had so many of those thumbnails and titles, and I'm like, what's one more?
I mean, I just think we should go a little more in depth about our thought process, where we're at. I mean, this is a longer format.
Right. Here's the thing. I get. Okay. Hi, Louie. I get why people would be mad. I haven't looked at the comments yet on that one.
I would
I'm
say
scared
no.
to.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you to sell a Colorado house.
Okay. Got it.
But not just do they not
those
want us-
people are not in my bank account and seeing how it's twinning. So we need to sell one of them. Here's the thing. I love that house. It's such a important place for us. I don't think we'd have kids without that house. I don't think we would have survived so much without like that. Moving there and all of that was such a chapter for us. The problem though is having 2 houses with 2 babies where we can't easily get to both of them. It doesn't make any sense, and we didn't think it through. But it's not that we're actually going to sell it, but we're at a place where we're like, well, if God and the universe brings the right opportunity and it's a sign, then maybe. But if not, we're just going to keep it. But it is really scary. I mean, like I talked to my bookkeeper, like it's a pretty scary, to own a house that we're losing money on every day.
I mean, and it's a big thing to
we overpaid
maintain
for
too.
it.
It's a big property over there. It takes a lot to maintain. You have to almost have somebody at the house to make sure everything's running properly, that there's not any leaks, that the house is functioning. But then if we want to go back, then they have to leave. It's just like, it's a lot of chaos.
It's complicated as fuck.
And as much as that house was a huge reset for us, and it was something that we needed so much for the 2 of us, for, like you said, to grow our family, and the amount that we loved that house still exists. But I saw a lot of you saying, like, you're happier there. We know you're happier there. You're not happy, like, where you are now. And it's like, well, yes, we had a rebirth there, but there's so many factors that go into play. Like, Shane's family's here, my family's there. We have family both places, so that isn't really an argument.
Well, everyone knows that you guys came back for me. So.
Well, we can't miss the scary birth of people yelling in your ears.
His audience turned against me because they think I'm the reason you guys left Colorado.
Part of it.
Thank you. Thank you
No,
for that.
you're not the reason. Here's the thing.
Our podcasts are here. Our co-hosts are here.
I don't think you, and I get why people are mad. You literally created that channel, and then the house thing happened, and we literally, we together have never prayed harder, besides for the babies, harder for something. Like when we didn't get the house, it was like somebody died. We were so devastated. Then we prayed every day, like, please God, please God, please God. And then when we got the house, it was like a miracle. So yes, do I think we're going to sell? No, because every time we kind of start talking about selling, I get really sad because I think about how much we wanted it and like maybe there is a future there. So I know we're probably not going to sell, but it's a good title and thumbnail.
I love that house, and like when we would walk around neighborhoods there, it's like we talked about taking the boys trick-or-treating there.
I mean,
it's just so hard. Like all of our financial, and listen, sorry, I'm talking too much, but when people are like, oh, you guys are happier there, I get it, because I do probably seem happier in those videos because I do like the cold weather more, and I do love Colorado, but me personally, I'm just in a better mental place in general, whether I'm here or there. Like when we moved there was at the lowest point of my life. So like moving there was a rebirth in so many ways, and now I'm in a good place. So it doesn't matter where we are. I'm personally, going to be in a good place, and I'll have my days.
And there's a lot of factors. I mean, I love that house so much. I don't know if I love being in the cold for 7 months out of the year.
And I love it. And that's why we fight. If you told me today, we're going to move to Colorado all winter, I'd be like, book a ticket. Let's do it. But you don't want to because you don't like the cold. But also, side note, like, yeah, the summer. Oh, no. Okay, fine. We'll move back.
I can't do this with you right now. We've gone through
the fact that you tell anyone you can't deal with their indecisiveness is nuts.
Today's podcast is sponsored by SeatGeek, and you guys have used our code so much that SeatGeek wanted to hook you all up with a new special offer. Right now, everyone can use our code SIP10 for 10% off any tickets on SeatGeek, whether you're a new customer or not. And thankfully, this is just in time for concert season with artists like Drake, Nicki Minaj, Bad Bunny, and so many more on tour. I honestly cannot wait to go see Gracie Abrams. She just announced her tour, and I am so ready to get there. My mom, she also just used my code to go see Janet Jackson, and she was living her best life. So no matter how many times you've bought tickets using SeatGeek before, SIP10 is going to get you 10% off your next order. So take out your phone right now, open the SeatGeek app, and add code SIP10 to your account. Don't wait, because this offer is only available for a limited time. That's code SIP10 for 10% off your next order. SeatGeek, thank you so much for sponsoring our show.
No, I am not going to take the blame for the Colorado house, Shane. Shane, you and I run this scenario wise over and over and over and over, and we genuinely do try to come up with a solution. The thing is, we don't have a nursery there. We don't have a setup for the kids there. We don't have our coworkers there. Like, yes, my family's there, and that's great. But there's like so many practical elements of our life where we're at right now where it doesn't make sense. Like maybe in a couple of years. And I also honestly don't know about schooling either. Like, you know,
I'm just more like, listen, and I don't know if people care about this, but these are the conversations we have really late at night that Ryland gets really upset about, and then we fight. Because here's the thing. If we were doing things based on our happiness and our mental state and all of that, then we would just stay here for the moment because it is easier not uprooting our babies and stuff. If it was a business decision, it probably would be smarter to move back there because I think people like the vlogs more when we're there. Oh. I think we make more stuff when we're there. Like we film more when we're there. Like, you know, so there is that. I think, but on the other side of that, yeah, Jared, Chris, Spencer, Lizzie, like everybody that is on the podcast, everybody's out here. So we'd have to fly them in multiple times a month, take days off of work for them. Like it is very complicated.
And then we don't know where they'd stay. Like the babies would take one of the rooms where they would typically, it's kind of a mess at the moment. And that's why when we were talking in the vlog, it's just like, we run this. And then it's like, well, if we have the house, we need to go back. But then if we're not going back, it's like, well, what are we doing?
And also the alpaca, there's so much to figure out.
Well, people are upset about the alpacas. They're like, you should have never got the alpacas if you're not going to even care for them. And it's like, no, the alpacas are our first concern when we left that house. We moved somebody into that house that the alpacas have known as long as the alpacas have known us.
You need to get out of these comments.
No, I stopped looking.
Are they that bad?
No, it's just every single, it's every one of them, and there are paragraphs. And
really?
So, and I understand.
God, I killed it with that thumbnail.
No, I appreciate, I understand the critique.
Gassed Up Daddies is fun. Is there no comments about the theme song?
No, there isn't. And I changed.
It's so good.
It's so good. I literally had to text Shane about it.
I changed the subtitle fonts. I did a lot of different music. I thought,
should we just change the thumbnail title to not sell out? Just call it like.
Well, no, but I just think it is a good. I mean, it is something.
It was effective.
Is top of mind for us as well. So I'm just saying. But with the alpacas, it's like the reason we didn't bring them here when we came here for a longer stretch is because we're concerned for the animals too. Obviously, like whatever is best for the animals is what's going to be for that.
Listen, guys, we don't know what's going on. We made a very hasty decision getting another house, thinking we were going to move there full time, and then we didn't. And now we have 2 kids, and we're trying to figure it out. I don't think you have to explain more than that.
No.
But it is our fault for making that thumbnail title, so we have to take that.
And that's what I understand where people are coming from. I'm not telling anyone how they feel.
There was a question mark though at the end.
Was there?
Selling our house? Question mark?
I texted you, great Gassed Up Daddies. I texted him, what the fuck is this clickbait?
I do want to go there soon though for like a week or like a weekend with the boys and just like see them meet the alpacas, like, and not even to film it. I do want to go there because you know me, the second we get there, I'm going to be like, fuck LA, sell that house.
And then the second he gets to LA, he's like, wherever you are, you're fine. Is the thing.
That's a sign of a happy guy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And I hate the winter. That's just, and it's 7 months of the year and it's brutal. Like I love that house. I love the outdoors. I hate the winter. And I don't know that I can commit to 18 years of schooling in the winter. Okay.
Get ready for these comments. What are these comments like these days?
Oh, brutal.
Oh, they hate me.
Why?
Well,
you're the spice of this podcast. Without Lizzie,
that's the thing is, I really don't typically take comments to heart, but because I know that we built the vlog channel on moving to that house, like that's how the vlog channel really became what it is today, is because you guys enjoyed those vlogs.
What? Let's sell both houses and move somewhere else.
Kentucky. Joe's trying to take me to Kentucky.
Done. I don't know if they'd love us there. I don't know. Maybe things
No, they
change.
would. And we can make
Kentucky.
Shane, we can make horror movies there.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, do you want to give us an update?
On mine?
Yes.
So yeah, I don't know if I'm supposed to. It's not like a secret thing. It's more like I think we did get insurance. I don't know. There's like steps where I'm not supposed to talk about it because we haven't signed the thing yet. But yeah, we're still trying to get funding and trying to get actors, and it's been stressful.
But really cool. And you're out to actors, like, hopefully.
That's been an interesting experience. Yes. Sending, like we made a sizzle reel, the poster, the lookbook, I documented some of this like a year ago on my vlog channel, or second channel. But yeah, so then on top of that, you send a letter to an actor and you explain why you would love them to play the part. And so that's been really scary, like sending to actors, because I'm like, well, what if they don't like me? Like, I don't know. But, you just have to take a risk.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Thank you.
And I'm excited. I think it's going to pan out. I can't wait for you to be filming this movie. And in all of this, you've come up with another concept for another idea, and you've been working on that too. And so Shane's doing all of the stuff he does on YouTube, and he wrote a movie that he's trying to produce, and now you're writing a TV show. And I love this for me specifically because I love TV so
seems like
it's
much.
like a weird compliment. It's like
it's about
not
him,
really
but it is a compliment.
It's turning it.
No, I love TV, and so I would love you to be.
I love TV.
Cast you in
no,
it.
I would. No. I mean,
Well,
obviously.
if you wanted to.
Obviously,
No,
I'm not.
don't get me started on that because
Obviously, I'm not
no.
gonna reject a
He
role.
asked me. I'm writing a TV show, that pilot, and he asked me. He was like, "You better put me in it." So I wrote him a part, and it's so specifically. I wrote it for him. I'm giving him funny lines, and then the other day he's like, "Well, what's one of my lines?" So I told him one of his lines, and then I was like, "Do it," and then he's like, "No, You
He
have
needs
to
to
wait.
coach
Yeah,
first.
you have to wait till I'm on set. Like, wait till you roll action." I'm like, "No, show me you can do it. Show me you can do it," and he won't do it for me.
Well,
Can I just say, honest to God, dude, we did a stupid thing on my YouTube channel where we were like the Desperate Housewives. I couldn't
Real
commit,
Housewives.
Oh, whatever. The Real Housewives. I couldn't commit to it to save my life. But he was so fucking committed and so genuine in his performance that I often think about it and I'm like, no, he can totally act.
Yeah.
He just has to play a drunk housewife.
Oh.
Yeah. And be a little drunk.
oh yeah, that always helps.
Yeah.
Let me rewrite.
But no, I just love watching TV so much, and the way that your creative mind works, I would love to see and binge a show from you.
Yeah.
And I really hope that for you from me for your next chapter. Obviously, I want you to make movies because that's what you want to make.
The compliment was he loves how your creative mind works and
For
the content
him.
you produce
for him.
to consume.
And so I really want
Yeah.
a TV show
From you.
From you.
For him.
him.
Because you are great at whatever.
you're doing good.
I
It's
can't
a
even do a
compliment.
compliment. I can't. I just really think it's going to happen for you. I do.
I also have to say that doing all those steps, making the lookbook, making the sizzle reel, making the poster, all of those are reps towards this movie becoming so fully formed and so fully cooked that when you get the money, because it's a matter of time, you're going to be so ready to go that it's like perfect. Everything aligns.
Well, thank you.
And it will happen. Like, this is how it goes. It's the 10,000 hours that goes into it.
Well,
And it
thank
is impressive.
It is.
I do think all of the time when people are like, anything you want to make happen, you can. And even watching you take every step to make this happen is really cool because you really are in control over your future.
Yeah. It's making literally something of nothing, which is the sickest magic there is out there.
Well, thank you. That's so nice.
So hopefully it films this year. Woo! And hopefully in New Mexico.
I'm literally already booking flights to come do our podcast on set.
Well, yes.
Oh, well.
no.
Ooh.
If we start, if everything goes as it's supposed to, I think we would start filming in September.
I might be gone.
I'm not planning to
on
take
your
any
birth-
sort of maternity leave.
You're going to take the baby with you from the hospital. Gotta go, Joe. I have plans in New Mexico.
I'll write in a birth scene. We'll work it into the movie.
No, literally me this morning, I had insomnia. So I texted one of my DPs who we've been talking about making something. I was like, okay, here's the plan. We need a baby. So we got to wait 3 months till I get this baby. This is the spot. It's an iPhone thing. Don't want to miss a thing is the theme. And it's me with my fussy baby showing him all these moments of when I decided I was going to have him. We bookend it with Christmas. And then it's like, girl, it is 3:00 in the morning. You do not know this guy well enough to send him a crazy fucking text like this. Sent it anyways. It's this long. I don't know why I said that. Sorry,
Wow.
blacked out. It's very hot.
What happened to your guys' Christmas movie?
Everyone hates us.
What? Why are you saying that?
I sent it. I shared it with 2 people. It was inappropriate for Mar Vista.
It's not a Hallmark movie. It's a little more raunchy. And so it's really Netflix or Prime Video or nothing.
Yeah. So, and then I shared it with another company that I really like, and they do raunchy comedy.
Okay.
And they passed on it because I'm a fucking idiot. And I didn't realize that they only do YA content.
Young adults.
And I don't know if you've seen us lately, but we are no longer
Ouch.
young adults.
We're both with children and no longer can play teenagers on screen.
You could play the parents.
Fuck you. We couldn't play a parent to it. But no matter what, that concept doesn't work with characters in high school because it's about high school trauma.
Oh, middle school trauma.
Oh, not a bad idea. Hold up.
Make it about college kids.
I actually did
It
see
has to be high school.
people in the comment section were talking about, of the SIPS comment section, they were like, oh, I'm going to be so sad when there's a break for Lizzie's maternity leave. And I was like, right now, Lizzie doesn't believe there is a maternity leave.
I don't know. I have a really psycho idea in my mind that I'm just going to be able to put my split ass up in the car and drive 45 minutes here on a pillow and make it happen. And I might bring my baby here because for some reason I think that's cool too.
Some mamas do that. Some mamas are just, they always have their baby on their thing.
Yeah.
Well,
maybe
you
that's
have the food with you if you breastfeed.
I have the food with me. I got a really great breast pump suggested by your guys' nurse.
Okay.
That's completely wireless.
And we have all the baby things. It's not like you have to come with anything.
And are
No.
we all trying it?
Or what?
I figured you would probably want to, but I don't think I can watch that.
She'll have to give her some of her freezer stuff.
Because Joe will.
No, I'm not going to
probably-
put my mouth on your boob.
obviously not.
Yeah.
I meant on the sip, like
Like,
the thumbnail of
Oh.
everybody
Breast
I'm
milk,
like
drinking
throwing up
milk.
thinking about it.
And Chris is like, there's like a bottle,
like, this is
it's
too
so
straight.
funny. And tasting viral celebrity foods, Lizzie's breast milk,
Honestly, that's very LA.
It is very LA.
organic.
Organic.
Can I put there's a little stevia in it?
Yeah, do whatever you
I'll put
want.
a
No,
little
I
bit in
heard
my
it's sweet.
Dutchies.
I heard breast milk is sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of.
I've been eating nothing but sweets too, so I feel like he's gonna be a little sweetie.
I don't know if I could do it. Like
It's
the
so
thought
yucky,
is so
dude.
fun, but when you actually think about all the process, you're like, and then
Do you want to know something fucked up? When I didn't have what was I? It doesn't matter. I was putting my bra on while going to the bathroom on my way here, and I think my nipples are like opening because
so are mine.
I had crust in my nipple.
Yeah.
What is that?
Mine is runner's nipple, but that's a side note. My nipples are open. They're bleeding and they're crusting over.
No, are they really?
Yeah. Yours is a little different, I think. I think yours is getting ready. The milkers are
Milking?
they're milking.
You really have bloody, crusty nipples?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Are you putting your nipple cream on those too?
Yes, and I got
Oh my
yes.
God! Yeah, you already have nipple cream.
Yeah, but I got special nipple cream, and Amazon just dropped off. I got some nipple guards.
The silver ones?
I think so.
People keep telling me to get silver nipple caps or whatever, which are kind of sexy.
Are our babies doing good?
Yeah, how they doing?
Yep.
I wish we had Vicky here to do that segment. I love that segment.
It was so funny because I wasn't planning on showing, Max or Jet or whoever, which I don't remember.
I think it was Max.
I wasn't planning on but I couldn't see the camera angle. I could just hear her. So then when I saw the footage back and she was fully holding Max, but it was so cute. I didn't want to cut it. So I just left it in, but
I love it.
I haven't seen that in so long. I wonder how different Max looks.
So different.
They don't look like how they looked when you brought them home.
They're big boys now.
They're big
They're
boys.
big boys. What you don't really talk about just being a parent in general that much on your things. So what's your favorite? What's like your favorite new developments?
Oh, it says it stopped recording.
Oh,
How long ago, I wonder?
It couldn't have been that long ago because I usually check.
She really has. She's killed them all.
So many people.
take 3, Shane. Okay, what were you girls talking about?
Hold on. 7, 8, 7. Okay, sorry. Yes, Sydney Prescott has killed 7 people.
This just in.
I think it's 7.
So, can you name them?
Billy.
Billy.
Okay, well, let me explain why we're doing this. So during the break, I was like, oh, so Lizzie, what are your thoughts on Gypsy Rose? Because I don't know much. Like, I didn't watch any of the shows or the series. We watched one episode of the Lifetime thing, but I was like on my phone. So I just knew that she got out of prison and everybody was like, Slay Queen. And then literally 2 weeks later, everybody's like, die, bitch. And I'm like, what happened? Like, why do people hate her? And then they're like, well, she killed someone. And I'm like, okay, valid. But
Technically, she didn't kill that person.
but she like, right. But then I was like Googling it. I'm like, okay, so she was like tortured. Her teeth got removed.
Well,
like,
that's my
her
question.
entire life.
Is if your abuser is your parent and you aren't developed enough or actually able to leave your parents, what are you supposed? I'm not saying killing's the answer, obviously, but like, what do you do?
okay, but like, okay, the movie Run, which was, now that I'm thinking about it, was probably inspired by the Gypsy Rose thing. Remember that? We watched it with Sarah Paulson. It was on Hulu. So it was about a girl who's in a wheelchair and she finds out her mom had been like giving her dog medication and like all these bad things to keep her in this wheelchair. And then at the end of the movie, she gets out and kills her mom. And as an audience member, you're like, yes, finally, like live your life, girl. But in real life, you're like, she's a killer. Then I started thinking Sidney Prescott, Scream, favorite movie ever. Sidney, favorite character ever. And I'm like,
She is
she
the serial
has
killer.
killed
Yeah.
7 people. Granted, they were all killers.
Yeah.
And she was killing them. But if you're doing the math, you're like, wait a minute, Sidney has killed 7 people. So if that was real, if there was a real Sidney Prescott in the world, like on TikTok, would people be like, fuck you, you killed 7 people? You know what I mean? It's like,
Well, I
crazy
mean,
to
that's
think
why
about.
there's so many sequels, because Sydney just keeps killing these people and their loved ones keep
And
bouncing
we
back.
love watching it.
Yeah.
I think
love
the
it.
internet's problem with Gypsy Rose is less about her story and more about how famous she got. I think everyone, like, you can't get that famous without people just being pissed that you're that famous.
But that wasn't by her design. Like, she did not intentionally become that famous person. And also, if you think about what her options are professionally, she has little education. She has no real life experience. Being in prison is like being put in a time capsule and buried under the earth.
The first thing I said to Shane when I made him turn on the Lifetime series was, I hope she found an agent that is like a decent person and
Yeah.
negotiated a great rate for her and didn't rob her of that.
Well, that's why I'm like, I wish this was anywhere but Lifetime, because I don't know that she is being paid.
Lifetime gets these good documentaries though. They got Wendy Williams, they got
Right.
this, and it's like, I hope they're paying their people
But we
well.
saw Wendy Williams as manager on the fucking dock.
Taking advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's why I'm just hoping that, because you're
She's
right.
in good hands.
And this
is what she has.
This is the wave.
Yeah, most survivors get a book, and if the book doesn't do well,
But what was the thing that made everybody not like her anymore? Because it really was like, it was like, because I started following her on Instagram because she was like first selfie out of prison, like
Yeah.
everybody's 20 million likes, like everybody was obsessed with her and all the comments was like, yes, bitch. And literally it was like 2 seconds later I look and everybody's just like, fuck you. And I don't know what it was.
I don't know that anything specifically changed, but I do think it's that, like, the bigger she got, the more the people had an opportunity to hate her for getting big. And I think it's one of those things where it's like that South Park episode, right? Like, they build up these icons so that they can sacrifice them and kill them publicly. Everybody hates someone who gets famous. And so, like, and then to know, like, this bitch is only famous because she killed her mom. It's like, okay, we all would know.
What happened to the guy? I'm sorry, this is probably old news.
The
but
boyfriend
the
is-
guy that, because she didn't actually
He's
kill
in for
him.
life.
He's in for life.
And that's
she
why
told him.
everyone's like, where you should be too.
They're upset because gosh, I don't know if I'm right about this, but I think that he falls somewhere on the autism spectrum. And people feel like Gypsy Rose maliciously took advantage of that with like malintent, knowing full well.
Do we have like real audio or video recordings to prove any of this, or is it all speculation what happened behind closed doors?
No, they have recordings and email conversations, because all of these conversations they had were via the internet. And so let me clarify that, because I'm talking about malintent to manipulate this man and take advantage of him because of his mental status.
Right.
That is not something that has been proven. That is a speculation. What is proven is the conversations they had where she's like, will you kill my mom? Thank you, baby. Like,
Did you see that show? I didn't finish
Joey
it.
King, The Act.
No, this isn't about Gypsy. It's something else. I forgot what it was. I didn't finish it. But it was good in the beginning. But it was that show where the girl, it was based on a real story where the girl convinced her boyfriend to kill himself.
Yes. With Al Fanning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did she go to jail?
She did.
Is she getting out?
She is.
Oh my
She might be
God.
out.
Whoa.
Yeah. That was really upsetting.
That was crazy.
And I think in that situation, they both were suffering from severe depression and severe like mental problems. And her story is, gosh, this is why the internet hates me.
What? Oh no.
I'll stop.
What? Speak your truth.
Fuck it, you guys.
What would
already
Wendy
hate me.
do?
Just kidding.
Oh,
Oh my God.
aw. Anyways, that's the thing. People say they miss Wendy so much, but when Wendy was here, people were hating on her, and they were like, "She's problematic." And now that she's gone, everybody's like, "We miss her."
Yeah.
So we need to respect the problematic queen that is
Thank
still
you.
here with us today.
I'm doing it because Wendy can't right now, you guys. No, I will.
The thing is, people don't want honesty on the internet, and if you're
No.
honest, they're pissed about
They're
it.
really upset.
I think they want it.
I don't know.
You guys want it.
you
Leave
want
a comment below.
Oh,
How
I
honest
don't know if
do you
they want it.
How
They get
honest
really
do
mad.
you want Lizzie
Even
to
when
get?
I'm like honest about our parenting styles or anything, they'll just be like, bah, bah, bah. I'm like, oh my God, get a life and do some research. Seriously.
I love this version of him.
Drag him.
No,
Drag
don't.
him. That
No.
was mean.
We're
Get a
no.
life.
Well, no, it's what?
No, I just was saying that is rude.
No, it's just like I'm not uneducated on the way that we're going about a lot of our parenting habits and routines.
Right.
And so when people really come and critique me at them, I'm like, maybe you should do a little research.
Oh no,
Period.
I will stand by him on this because the way that people talk to me about my dogs on the internet makes me fucking violent. There's two things I hate above all else. First, it's a baby with bad hair. No, I'm just kidding. It's the government. And second, it's anybody who has anything to say about how much I love my dogs in a negative way.
Okay.
And then it's a baby with bad hair on the internet.
Okay, back to this case.
Oh, I was really hoping I'd get out of it with that fake burp fart.
Listen, if you don't want to go to whatever honest place you're going to go to, but what I will say is like, yeah, it is crazy that also not to act like they're similar, but the
Yeah.
amount of people that tell me and told me to kill myself and how
Yeah.
to do it.
Yeah.
And there was a point where I almost did. And so it makes you question like, okay, the internet's very weird. They're very,
No, told you so, told you so, until something happens and they're like, why are you guys so mean?
Yeah.
well, but I don't know. If I would have killed myself, I think people would have been like, I mean, I don't really care or know what people would have been like, but I think it would have been like, well, you know, he was a shitty person. So anyways, like, I don't think there would have been any like, maybe we went too hard. Like, I don't think there's this self-awareness.
I think because
in
with
that.
the internet, you can't collectively say we. They can.
Yeah.
You can step back.
The news
from
can.
we.
They can say Twitter. Well, now it's X. X is
Yeah.
mad
I
at
know, but
Kendall Jenner.
the
It's like X
individuals-
is
Yeah.
the entire X is mad at like no, they're not.
And that's why you just don't read it. And
Yeah.
it was hard to avoid in the vlog comments. That's the only reason I brought that up. Normally, like,
What?
I'll look. What?
What happened?
No, the house thing.
Yeah.
Like even in these comments, I check for the first hour and I'm like, what's the temperature? Did we do anything really bad? And then when I find out it's just people mad for whatever, I'm like, I'll see you guys next week.
See you next
There was
Wednesday.
one. What was it? I forgot what it was, but there was one where I looked at the SIP comments and there
Not
was
a fun place.
There was a few brutal ones, and then later you were like, "Yeah, I can't believe there was no comments about that." And I was like, and I made a face, and you were like, "What?" And I was like, "Really?" And you're
I
like,
think
"What?" And I was
my
"Nothing."
internet wants to protect me because Lizzie's like, it's brutal. And I'm like, really? I'm only seeing
No,
positivity.
comments are. Spencer was telling me about this. Comments, the way the algorithm works, they're made for you. So like
I knew
everybody
it.
gets a different comment section.
YouTube wants me to self-harm.
Yes,
I've been saying this forever
Well,
to Ryland.
no.
No, I know. Yes.
We love you, YouTube.
Yes, we
No,
do.
we do. Oh my God, we do.
No, we truly do.
Do whatever you want in the comment section, slash YouTube.
Spit in my butthole, YouTube. I love it.
Okay, so Megan Trainor's kids have her last name.
What?
Oh, I
Megan
think we're
Trainor
supposed-
also, I watched a video last night of her like eating everything she'd eat the day she died or something.
What?
And I don't know. I was like trying to
Oh,
fall
like her last
asleep.
meal.
Yeah. And I clicked on it because I was like, yeah, okay. Like, what's Megan Trainor going to eat on the day of her death? And she was eating like the weirdest food, not to shame her, but things I had never heard of.
Like what?
There was like these little pretzels, like, like little pretzels like in
Yeah.
a bag,
Yeah.
but they were huge, like huge, and they were thick. And like, I was just like, I got to try that. But then where she lost me was California. She was like, on the day I die, I want a big bite from a California Chicken Cafe Caesar wrap. And I was like, on the
a
day
big
you
bite?
die? You could have that right now, Megan.
Yeah, just open your Postmate app.
Well, I do think some of the best foods are the ones that we have on an ordinary day. It's like that's the whole
That's
theme of
deep.
that play,
That's deep.
Our Town, where it's like, does anybody truly realize the beauty of life while we're living it? And the answer is no.
I've been trying to lately, and I know I had like a day today, but I really have been telling myself, no, when I go to bed and when I wake up every day, I'm like, wow, right now, this moment in my life is going to be something I always look back on and be like, wow, that was the time
So
of our life.
in the moments where you're being an asshole and a brat, like you were today, in those moments when I turn to you and I say, you are so blessed and lucky, can you grow up and stop? You get so mad at me and you're like, I know.
No.
But clearly you don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Clearly you don't know.
No, this was outside of me, so I'm not even going to do that
Huh?
with you right now.
What?
But I genuinely, right now, I think is the time of our life,
Okay, yeah. No, I agree.
You don't think you're going to look back at this moment in our life forever and be like, whoa.
Yes, of course. I'm the one that tells you that. I'm the one that's like, oh my God, like 10 years from now, like we're going to look back and we're going to remember this moment right now. But I know you won't because you don't remember shit from 3 days ago.
No, you probably won't. But it's okay because you'll be in a new moment that you think is so beautiful. And that's what I think is so lovely about life is like, it is so goddamn different every chapter. And every chapter does have its own like beauty and all these things. Because I remember a moment in my old house looking around at like Jelly and Joe and Bubs and thinking, wow, my life is so great. This is such a great moment that I could like cry right now thinking about it. And I remember even crying right then being like, it's never going to be like
Do
this
it.
again.
Sorry. Cry
no,
and then I can call this episode like we finally respond to,
I am tearing up. If you give me a minute, I'll get there. But
Okay,
it
good,
feels
good.
manipulative. But that's what I think is so great about it because we have no idea where the fuck we're going. Like my parents have been married 3 times each.
Whoa.
Like I'm just saying, life is crazy and long. Well, I guess that was a dark thing to say.
Yeah, while you're pregnant.
No, but the point being is like our parents were our age at one point and they were having those moments and then now they get to see us doing these things and giving them grandchildren and having a stupid vlog on the internet, but they get to like all of those things. Getting to watch your life expand and blossom and grow is so beautiful and awesome.
Period.
And so no matter what, he'll forget, but he will be in a new beautiful moment like a goldfish.
He is a goldfish.
And he's so cute.
But you can't piss the goldfish off. But it's...
But you sprinkle,
beta fish.
You sprinkle a little food and
Yeah.
give him a new little toy, little Apple Watch, and he's like,
Oh, thank you. The funniest thing is I was a nightmare last night. Joe rubbed my back for like 3 hours and then I woke up and I was upset and I was like, I feel like you don't include me in things. And then I fought with him while we went to bed. And then I was like, I'm so uncomfortable. Your baby is so big.
wow.
Woke up this morning crying, hold me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Feel him kick, hold me.
Okay, so Megan Trainor's kids have her last name.
Why do you just keep saying that?
I
What
think
is
because
this?
it's a hard stance I have that I'm...
He
Megan
wants to go to
Trainor's
war.
kids have her
Yeah, I
last
want to go to
name.
war, and I want to start
What's
with
the
Lizzie's
question?
family. It's not a question. It's Lizzie stated that as a matter of fact to me, and I said, we need to start right now with your baby. We need to make a statement, and I just think it's cool. The woman... I feel strongly about this, actually. The woman is the one that carries this baby, that brings
Right.
this baby. and then the baby's taking the dad's last name. Get the fuck out of here.
See, I used to really feel that way too.
But doesn't the woman take the husband's last name when they get married? Is not really the baby thing?
But that's like an old school ownership thing, and it was like we didn't get to choose who we married. Like our dads would be like, marry Ezekiel because he's got good corn in his garden, and we can do a corn trade, and that kind of blows.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just
Didn't you take your husband's last name?
No, I took nothing legally
Oh, okay.
because I don't want to be culpable.
what will your baby's last name be?
His last name,
Okay.
yeah. But
So then, so you agree.
socially, I have taken his last
So
name.
Meghan Trainor's baby,
Yeah,
doesn't he have two now?
she has two.
Her baby's last name are Trainor.
Correct.
Are you sure they're not his and hers, like a hyphen?
I'm pretty sure they're not hyphenated.
Pretty.
But also, I've been very clear about the fact that I never state facts on here. It's all feelings.
Anyways, I just thought it was interesting. Like the woman really.
You guys should go on Megan's podcast.
Would
Working
she
on
have
it.
us?
I think so. She's
I
a
have
podcast.
I have a really toxic thing about her.
Uh-oh.
I actually genuinely really like her, but I'm really jealous of her relationship with her gay because they do a lot of things together and he will never do anything with me.
We do so much together.
when you want to.
We're always together.
Chris Olsen shows up.
He's getting paid.
Oh, really?
He's the assistant.
No. Is he?
Yes.
No,
Well, no,
not.
he's her
a
tech guy.
TikToker.
He's her TikTok guy.
I think
He's an
okay.
employee.
I don't think he is.
You don't think that what they're doing isn't just out of pure fun?
I think they have fun.
You're thinking of another.
No,
person.
I'm not.
I think you are.
He is her TikTok
employee.
guy. Like exclusively?
I mean, I'm sure they're also friends.
Right.
No, from what I remember, I saw an episode of Working on It. And I think she said, working on it. That's how she talks. Working on it.
Yeah.
And she was like, eating California kitchen cafe, working on it. And she said, she was like, I wanted a gay friend and I saw him on TikTok. And then I was like, I DM'd him and then we became friends and now we're best friends. Working on it.
Wow.
So I think that's what it is. I don't think he works for her. He's like makes money on his TikTok.
Yeah. He's independently very wealthy and has a coffee brand.
Okay.
What?
I'm just
He's
saying.
also sober.
He's a coffee brand?
Because
Is that the new...
Hollywood's picked him. Like, he goes to all of the events and red carpets,
Yeah.
and he's very like had that cameo in Mean Girls.
Yeah.
And yeah. But what did they do that we don't do? TikTok?
I don't know. I just feel like I
Because now I'm
remember
not going to TikTok with you.
Or maybe I'm just jealous that Hollywood picked him.
How are
They're going
you...
to pick me, Lizzie.
How
I
are
did
you...
text him. I was like, well, Chris Olsen's in Mean Girls. What did you do today? Besides throw a fit at your beautiful
Well,
husband.
maybe if you were Meghan Trainor, I'd be somewhere.
I'm so sorry I'm not. I try every day to become Meghan Trainor. You know this. I just can't fucking sing to save my life.
Have you guys seen Ratman is the new trend taking over Hollywood?
Ratman?
The way you said that was literally like
What
stroke
did you
level
just say?
confusing.
Ratman?
Well, it's like
Rat men. He thinks that these
Rat
men look like
men.
rats.
I don't. I saw an Instagram post.
He's upset because straight women think that Jeremy Allen White is hot.
Well, no, I didn't know.
You're calling him a rat
No,
man?
I didn't
Isn't that
coin
nuts?
this.
Oh
No,
my
there was a-
God.
I know,
No, there was a-
publicly on a podcast.
No, the news.
He's platformed.
Literally, the news is like.
Ryland Adams coined rat men.
What was the last thing? There was some lady on some news station was like, "Move over, blank rat men are the new thing in Hollywood."
So is the top rat man the Rat King?
Ooh,
I think the
or
Rat
no, 'cause
King-
You know what a rat king really is,
Yeah,
right?
a bunch of rats
Stuck into one tail. Because how sexy would it be if all these rat men's dicks got tied in knots and they were just one big rat king man?
It's hard to know who's the king. Is it Adam Driver or is it Jeremy Allen White? I
Adam
think right
Driver?
now. Well, he was in the post.
He was?
Yes.
Are you sure?
What post was this?
Hold on.
Are you calling people rats? I
I'm
don't know if you
not.
should do that.
It was a post I saw on Instagram.
Did you? So you Instagrammed it
I
to
said
me.
Ratman and Jack Antonoff are taking over Hollywood, and it's a lot to process.
He hates Jack Antonoff.
Who's that?
No, I don't.
It's Taylor Swift's producer.
I'm just no.
Why do you hate? You love.
He doesn't want to
Taylor.
talk about this on the internet though,
Oh.
so
No.
it's not fair that I did this.
I don't dislike
Okay.
Jack
No,
Antonoff.
Nowhere is Adam Driver listed.
Right there.
Okay, he is.
Listed on what? Ratman.com?
Yeah.
What is it?
Rat men for straight women. Oh,
So what?
No, here, hold on.
what
I'm gonna play
makes
the
a
clip
rat
for you.
man?
Here, I'll tell you.
Is this mean?
We don't know how to work Instagram, so give us a Steve Buscemi, Ratman.
This is why
hot to a straight woman.
So is Ratman like big teeth, beady eyes?
Oh, no, here it is.
Hey, move out of the way, golden retriever boyfriends. The summer of 2024 is all about, I don't know about this,
Say
the
it, girl.
hot rodent.
I'm kind of confused
Oh, they're the hot
about
rodents.
this. So apparently this trend has been going around on social media where people are comparing actors to rats.
Yes, Daddy.
Okay. Hot rodent boys are
Oh,
known for
tell
their
me he's
fine
not hot. Look at
facial
that and tell me he's
features.
not hot.
Okay. Well,
Oh my God. Glenn Powell is a capybara. Hold on, don't show my phone screen like that. What's on there?
yeah, this isn't nice.
Does it mean like
Do you want to see
He
the
is a
post?
capybara though.
beady eyes?
Here,
and
go. Here, I'm
teeth?
going to hand this to Shane.
I'm trying to
Go for the
understand what a
post.
rat person looks like. Can there be rat women?
Do you know
that seems offensive.
Yeah, absolutely. There can be rat women.
Really?
Yeah.
I can think of
And
five.
their summer's coming.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Just leave some cheese out and they'll come find it.
And my thing with Jack Antonoff, outside of me not being able to say his name,
defend it.
is he makes good music.
But it's not for gay men.
It's not like gay
direct quote.
pop hits.
Direct
The
quote was
only
Ryland.
the only mousy person on this list to me is Adam Driver because he has a very like
Big ears.
the ears and the eyes and the nose and the mouth, like not even in a mean way. But
No.
everybody else, I'm not quite seeing the rat thing.
I think it's like that thing where people are like, you're either a rat or you're a frog. And these guys are rats. Do you know what I'm
So
saying?
I'm a frog.
I guess.
Okay, I'll take it.
I would say Ryland's a rat if we're going rat frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you were a rat king.
I would love to be. Put me on the list. I'd be honored.
Tie his dick in a knot with a couple of others.
No, Jack Antonoff. He just creates like sleepy straight woman music, which is good.
No, you changed the adjectives.
Did I?
Yeah. Ryland texted me earlier because this happens all the time. Ryland will be like, like with the Taylor Swift album, he goes, I hate the Taylor Swift album. I don't like it. Everything sounds the same. 3 weeks later, he can't shut the fuck up about how she's a hero.
I think it's a good album. It's good lyrics. It's good music production. But to me, the first listen, I wasn't like, oh, I like, especially going into summer, a nice pop banger.
I will say, the only way I listen to Taylor Swift music, not saying I'm a hater, it's not for me. And the only way I hear it is when Ryland plays it in the car nonstop. The last album, it was every fucking time I got in the car, it was, one of those songs from the last album. And I can't say anything because if I say something, he'll go, do you want to drive? Do you want to drive? So I go, no, it's fine. So he'll play his Taylor and that's fine. And I like when he gets excited about something. So I'm all about it. But this new album, I haven't even heard it once. Every time we get in the car, he's just playing something else.
No, literally, I started recording a vlog the other day and he started playing the song.
No, I like it. But it's like if I have to listen to a song 5 times to be like, I like it, it's not the immediate hit. And like my point is being with Sabrina Carpenter, like her last songs were
I'm
such.
so mad at you.
They were no.
Shut
I'm
up.
gonna get
Bring
this.
that energy a month ago when we were doing the Sabrina Carpenter episode and you couldn't think of
That's
one
different.
fucking
You were
thing.
saying greatest of all time. I could have argued for her for best new artist. But her new song's good, but it's not like the pop bangers that she's recently put out.
See,
you
I
know?
disagree
It's a
because
little bit
I tried to-
slow, or it's a little bit like, and of course, Jack he
Jack.
produced it.
Well,
a
see-
sleepy straight woman song.
Okay, again, Ryland literally heard me say, I like the new Sabrina song.
And I said, of course you do.
Oh,
And then he wasn't saying sleepy sad. He said sad straight woman. And that is what he labeled me and my people. And let me tell you, fine.
No, even
We are sad.
Even I'm glad people are loving it because I love Sabrina Carpenter having her moment. Like,
please. That's the only part of the song.
and and the thing is, like, pop culture will put it in my face so much that I will love it.
And I love the music video, and I love her boyfriend, and I love their love. And while Joe was holding me,
She's
feeling
dating
our
a
big-
rat man.
Yeah, Barry. Barry, do you remember me screaming at you about Barry? That's Barry.
Now I know Barry because I saw the music video.
Also, Meghan Trainor's son named Barry. Is my son named Barry? You'll never know.
What, Shane?
I wanted to name one of our kids Barry, but
Oh.
spelt like Beary.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
Ryland
like
said
bear.
no. Ryland said no.
Well, I love you, Shane.
Bye. Is this it?
Well, yeah, we've been going for like an hour
hour.
and 10 minutes.
Oh.
But it was good.
I hope it was good.
Jesus Christ.
We'll see in the comments. I can't wait.
No.
Can't wait to see what these comments.
Thank you, Shane, for turning out for us. Chris,
We love you,
we love
Chris.
you. We hope you're feeling better. I'll see you in real time tomorrow. Thank you.
Time.
What?
Real time?
Yeah, because
Real life?
Yeah, IRL.
Right.
in chronological order of the filming of this podcast.
Well,
Thank you guys so much for following and supporting us and all of our endeavors. Make sure you check out Shane's channel, his podcast, Shane 2, and his main channel, Shane.
Shane
Lizzie, she vlogs. Elizabeth Gordon vlogs.
I do vlogs.
And so do I. Check out Gassed Up Tatties. Okay, it's past my bedtime. I gotta go to bed. We love you very much. Goodbye. And that's the sit.